Let's make some door hangers, all right? Wooden signs. I'm going to take you through step by step and show you everything that I've bought for these wood signs. These ones that I'm going to show you are orders. So some has a last name and a first name, and I might not show that, but I might show you, before I put the names on there, I'm going to show you how it looks like. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia. I post behind the scenes videos of my life, basically running a small business, working 9 to 5, raising kids, being a wife, and all that good jazz. So if you like videos like this, relatable, realistic videos, please consider subscribing. It will really mean a lot to me. If you're oldie but a goodie, thank you so much for coming back. Let me dive right into the video. So today's video, I really wasn't going to show, but I was like, no, let me show it just in case somebody wants to do something like this for business. Now, I do it locally. I don't want to deal with the hassle of shipping, right? Because it's a big sign. I'm using 17 by 17 round wood. So it's big. I don't want to deal with it. So I'm doing it locally. Now, when I start doing markets, I am going to be doing this for markets because it's a good sell at market. I'm not so sure about online, selling it online, but you can do your research on it. I'm just going to show you how to make it just in case you want to do it. Warning though, once you start doing it, you will want to do it for every season, which I am doing. So let me flip you around, and everything that I got, I'm in my garage, so sorry for the echoing. I'm also cooking. I'm in my garage, so the echo, but I'm gonna flip you around and show you everything that I am using. I got from Walmart. Everything, either Walmart or Hobby Lobby. These two, because Hobby Lobby, every other week they do their 40 or 50%, and now that it's Christmas, you can see it. So I am going to flip you around of the ones that I've done. My arm hurt. I have done the rhinestone one, which I'm going to show you. I have done a Christmas one already, another fall one. I'll show you the fall one that started this whole fiasco, which I love. We love, okay? We love. I'm open to do wood signs to ship to you. As long as you are willing to pay for that shipping though, I will ship it. But I don't want to do it because I don't want people to, oh, your prices are too much. For now, because I do it locally, I charge $45. It's more than $45, but to each their own. So let me flip you around and show you the one that I did first. All right, so this is the first one that I did, rhinestone. Now, let me point out a couple of mistakes because I want to give you tips and tricks. First, make sure your lines are straight. Use ruler, use whatever. I was rushing. I did not measure. That is number one. Number two, there is something I will explain later. It's polyacrylic that you put over your paint because it's going to be outside so nothing happens to your paint or your polish. I did everything and then put my polyacrylic. That is why you see the bleed here. These lines you see, they are called bleed lines. That is why you see it. Number three is this one is supposed to be black. The ribbon is supposed to be black. But because of the sun, you have to have in mind that these stuff are going to be hanging outside for a long time. If this was right for me, I would have left it out for a long time. But the color was changing. I didn't want that, so I took it off. This is black. Because of the sun, it changed to brown. So have that in mind. Either do a brown, do a brown or a different color so it doesn't show like that. The other thing is when you are buying your ribbon, make sure it says wired ribbon. That is what gives it the shape. That is what helps you to shape the ribbon. Okay, this also has wire in it. So this, you see the metal thing is sticking out, that is wire. So make sure it's wired. Now, these are all the things that, some of the things that I am using for the wood sign. You're going to need your round wood. And like I said, this is 17 by 17. It's a big sign, okay? That is why I say I don't want to deal with the hassle. The paint is acrylic paint from Walmart. The round wood is from Walmart. And this here, this is the wood stain I'm using for these two. It's very light, as you can see. It's close to even the color of the wood. This also came from Walmart. And they have smaller containers and big containers. These are the different type of paint. This one is different. And this one is different. Also, if you want a darker look, like this darker look right here, you would need this one. So this one here is for this one. And then the top coat that I use, there are different top coats, but this is what I use. Premium water-based, acrylic, polyacrylic, okay? So after you finish everything, you will put that on top. You are also going to need your paintbrush. Again, I got it from Hobby Lobby. And then you are going to need painter's tape. Depending on the design that you are doing, you might need painter's tape, you might not. Like with this blue one, I'm not going to need a painter's tape because the whole thing is blue. So I'm not going to need painter's tape. You are going to need your ribbon, and I'm going to show you all that. You are also going to need stapler, Again, I will show you that. I don't have that down here. And then you are going to need your wood hanger. I add this to every order that I get, and I do. And there's 4. There should be 4. And so that is the first part. The first part is, one thing you have to have in mind, if your wood round is not clear, it's not smooth and not clear. If it's not smooth on the top, you are going to need sandpaper to sand it to make it smooth. But mine, I'm lazy, so I got the ones that is already smooth. If you get it from Walmart, it's smooth like baby's bump. And you can just paint. That is all I do. That is it. It's just that the materials, the things that you would need to do it, that is what makes it expensive. But if you're going to use this if you're going to make this to sell, then it will pay for itself. Like the glue gun, you are going to need glue gun. The staple is a little bit on the expensive side. So have that also in mind. But this is what I'm doing. This is what is happening. Once I start, I'll show you. I just wanted to get this intro out of the way before the kids come home. But let me quickly show you the one that started this whole show. Let's go. All right, the sun is really out, but this is what started the whole show. This is my Thanksgiving one. This is my fall one until after Thanksgiving. I will put a new one there. This right here, like I said, I charge $45. But if you can see, I would not even do this to do $45, to be honest. This flower thingy here alone is like $15, $20. Okay, because it's expensive. It gets expensive depending on the look that you are going for. It gets really expensive. So have that in mind. If you are doing something grand like this, it gets expensive. The more grand you make it, the expensive it gets. Okay, and the more simple you get, the cheaper it is. So the ones that you saw on the floor are on the cheaper side. But if I have to sell this, I have to factor in all this. And mind you, this is not, I did not use everything, but still you have to factor it in. Then I use my Cricut to cut these out, and then the pumpkins, and these also I bought. But since I was making it for myself, I went crazy, right? I went real crazy. But this is it. This is the one that started the whole thing. And again, I do it locally. So you either pick it up or drop off, or it is what it is. And as you can see, the sun is changing the color of this thing here. The color is changing, and then that is changing, but it's turning into something beautiful. So it is what it is. So that was what I was talking about with the burlap. When the sun hits it, because where I am, the sun hits it directly, right? So of course it's going to change compared to somebody who the sun don't even hit it at all. So yeah, this is what started the whole thing. And this one, I am really in love with it. And I'm about to go crazy for Christmas and Valentine's Day. So this is it. It's getting late. So, and I'm still cooking, but I made this a little bit lighter than this one. You can see the difference because it's going to 2 different people. Anyway, I just made it. And then this one, look how beautiful the blue is. And then you can see the wood grain in it is so gorgeous. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a second coat. I'm gonna wait for it to dry before I do a second coat. And then I will move on. So these ones, I'm gonna wait for it to dry. And as you can see, I used a little bit of the oil, the wood finish, and then you don't really need a lot. So if you're considering doing this as a business, I will start with a smaller can and then move on. But so the next step for this one, since this one is gonna be black, so half is gonna be black and half I'm gonna leave it like that. And then this one is going to be like stripes. So I'm gonna use my tape, painter's tape to do that. And then the second coat. This one, I put a wrap on it. If you are gonna use it again, like me, where I have to do a second coat, don't wash it out, just wrap it, make sure there's no air, and then use it again. Then later you do it. It's getting late. I might not touch my key thingy-majiggy because my car has to come back in the garage. But this is it. This is what we are doing. This might take a little bit longer because it's like oil. And then when it dries, it really pops. So these might stay, but this one I would have to do the second coat and then I would do the side. These ones I did the side already, so it's good. So these 2 are ready to go. Maybe I'll finish tomorrow. Today is Sunday. Maybe I'll do the black and the other ones tomorrow after I drop the kids off. But this one, I'll come back and do the 2 and then I will end it. But yeah, a little sneak peek. This is going to be jollof rice. This is jollof rice, and this is going to be mixed veggies with potatoes for me and my husband. I'm baking the chicken, and yeah, when you are doing this, please make sure you are not doing anything else. You are just focusing on that, but that is what it is. This is my Sunday. So I'll do the second coat and I'll end. The lighting is really bad, so I am going to end the video here for today. And this is the second coat. If you remember, the first coat, it was really light. So this is the second coat. I'm still letting these dry. Don't be like me. I overused my paint on the blue and I had to scoop some on the side. So, but the only thing for me that I really wanted to get this done was because of the brown paper on the floor. I think I would leave the brown paper and I'll park the car, and then tomorrow I'll leave it outside again, and then I would do it here. I can park it on closer to the side, but it will be so tiny and I'll get claustrophobic. So anyway, but this is it. These two are still drying. I'm gonna let this dry a little more, and then I will just hang it like these ones on these rail here, and I'll continue tomorrow. So by the time tomorrow comes, this one will be good to go. These two left with the black paint. So I will see you in the next clip. Okay, this is the next day. So this is the paint. I have a few minutes to go to work, start work. I haven't started work yet. So I am going to paint. This side is gonna be, oh wait, is the top side that is gonna be black. And this one, the middle and that side is gonna be black. So when I peel it off, I will have the wood grain. So let me paint. Ooh, it's good. I was about to paint the bottom, but it's the top. So let me do these two real quick. I'm gonna sit you up right there, and then I'm gonna speed it up. I'm just painting. I haven't done anything for me to, zoom in for you. So, oh, and this is the, let me show you. This is the blue. This is the blue second coat. I love the wood grain that showed through. And what I'm gonna do is later on, not right now because I don't have the time, I will paint the back because I don't like the blue spotted on the back there. So let's paint this real quick and let me go start working. Okay, so they're done. Let me go start work and they're gonna dry. And when I get time, I will work on the Cricut one and I'll show you all what I'm doing. It's not much. And yeah, let's go to work. Real quick, this is the drink that I made. It consists of cucumbers, ginger, lemon juice, and pineapple. I blend it all together, then I squeeze it into the 16-ounce glass, and it fills me up. I think the purpose of this is to not let you crave. I read all about it, but I forgot. If you want to do your own research, you can do that. So this is the drink. So I'm going to drink this until it's 12. Excuse me, until it's 12 then. So yeah, I just wanted to show you because I spoke about it. I didn't show you, and now this is it. This glass bottle I got from Amazon. Okay, so this is, I'm still working on the wood signs, and these are the 1, 2, 3 names that are going on the rounds. And I didn't do anything to it. It was just, I came to Cricut Design Space and I picked the text and then I just type the name and I just change the font. That's it. But if you want me to go detail, let me know in the comments and I will see what I can do. But this is it. So these are the 3 names. And I did it exactly how I am going to put it on the wood rounds. So these are the wood rounds. If you're wondering how I came up with the measurements, I measured, so the size is at the back, right? Which is 17.9, right? And what I did is I'm going to paint the back black. You're not going to go exactly 17.9. You're going to go, I did 16.5, so 16 and a half. That means that when I put my round in, it's going to fit perfectly where I'm going to have just a tad bit of space on the sides, right? Because you don't want too much space and you don't want it to be too little. You want it to be perfect. So what I do is I either do 16.5 or 16 inches, depending on the font that you are using. With this font right here, I had to change it to 14. I have to change it to 14 because of the shape here and the shape right here. So that also adds up. So this one is 14. And then the rest I did. So really quick, I came to Design Space and let me hide all of this. Hold on. So I came to Design Space and I went to Shapes and I picked Circle. And once it popped up here, I changed, you see the size is 2 inches. I came to more, and then with the 2 inches, I change it to 14, 16, whatever that you want. So let me do 16.5 and enter. And then right here is 16.5. Now you have to change the zoom size because if you do it 100%, this is what it's going to show. 100%, this is what it's going to show. And this is not what you want because you want it to be small to see exactly what you're doing. So you can either change it to 50 or 25 so you can see everything. And you don't have to make it bigger. It's still 16.5. And as you see here, it's giving you the size because it's not going to fit on your Cricut mat. And I'm not cutting the circle. You know what I mean? I'm not cutting the circle. I'm just cutting the words. This is just a guideline. So once I'm here, I'll change it. So with the blue that I'm doing, I change it to the blue here. And then I came to type. Then I did welcome. I'm spelling welcome. And then right here. So right here with the welcome also, you see that it's 3.9, right? That is not the size I want. And since I have zoomed out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to more again. And then I'm going to change the size. Remember, I did the circle. I did the circle 16.5. So with the welcome, I am going to do 15. Right? I'm going to do 15. Then I'm going to drag it in. And once I drag it in, that is when I'm going to play with it, right? So if, let's say, I drag it in and the size is too small, then I'll make it big. If it's too big, I'll make it small. But this one, you see, it fits perfectly. That means that when I put it on my round, which is 17.5, let's say, is going to be perfect. It's going to be the right size. You're gonna see it from afar off or not. So now that I'm done with all the names, what I'm gonna do is there goes my Cricut machine. I'm just gonna cut and then I will show you the next step. So these are all the wood round, but I'm gonna cut and I'm gonna run downstairs to paint all the back because with these ones, I see that it's a little, like if I go back, you see that it's a little messy because of the black. So I'm either going to paint it whatever color that I have on hand. And I mean, yeah, I have enough of the blacks to do the black. So I'm just going to paint the black whilst this is cutting because it's going to take a while to cut. I'm cutting 3. And then that's it. And I will show you the next step. Guys, I forgot to record this part because I have my 1 hour break from work. So my whole thing was to just get it done and get it over with. So what I did was I bought this transfer tape from Amazon. I will link this one in the description below. And all I did was I weeded out, I weeded out the letters. So this is, wait. I weeded out, I put this one on the sticky part. So I weeded it out. And when you weed it out, this is what it will be. And I just cut my transfer tape. So I cut the square one first and I had the small one already. So I just, if you do big ones, you can just tape it. And so this is what I've done. Now, when you put it on the wood round, it's not going to stick right away. You see, this one is on. As long as you don't press on it, it's not going to stick right away. So just in case you'd make a mistake like this where it's sticking out, you could just lift it and then place it the right way before you use your squeegee. And this is a squeegee. I will look for one. This one came with my Cricut, or I bought something a long time ago and it came with it, but I will try and see if I have it in my Amazon, and I will link that one also in the description. I'm working on Amazon storefront so I can put all these, and then when you guys are interested in buying anything, you could just go in there and buy it. And so that is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna record me trying to fix this, and then and one tip I'll give you is when you are too close and you put this and you don't know if it's straight, get up, walk away, or hang it somewhere to see if it's straight before you do it. For me, I just eyeball it. I've been doing it for a while, so I just eyeball everything. So let me record it and show you what I'm doing.
I did.
Okay, let's see. Straight. Oh, okay, up. No, it's not straight. Let me see. Okay, since I'm recording, I can see if it's straight or not. So that is what I'm doing. All right, it's straight. My daughter is the one recording me from above.
Hi.
So now what I'm gonna do is, now that it is straight, I'm just gonna use my squeegee. And this one, you would have to press it down. Because it's wood, it is not sticking really properly. So you would have to squeegee, 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 squeegee it. And then what I would do is I will start here. And once you get to the spot, please take your time. Don't rush, because once you rush and you rip the letters, you would have to do it again. Depending on how the letters was ripped, you would have to do it again. So just like that, I'm taking my time, because at this point, there's no need for me to rush anything. And voila, that is it. You are done. So just like that, I am in love with this blue, the simplicity of it, and the royal blue. Oh, it's so beautiful on camera. So this is it. And now the next step left for me to do is that I have to coat this whole thing with polyacrylic, and then maybe paint the back. I'm still debating. Today is Wednesday. I have to deliver this Friday. So this is the blue one. This is the black and the natural look wood. And this is the other one. And then as you can see, my transfer tape picked up the black. That is fine, depending, like with this look, it goes together. But if it was to happen to the blue one, I would have gone over it to paint it. But this works out the way she wants it, her vision. So this works out great. I was going to use sandpaper to sand a little bit, but this and a little bit here, it looks the distressed look. I'm okay with it, so I'm not going to do that. So that is that. I'm going to take it downstairs and I am going to coat it with polyacrylic. I am in love with this. In love with this one. I think I'm going to make one for myself because I love blue also. All right, let's go polyacrylic all of it. So these are the second half of the video, which is the tools that you are going to need. The first in the beginning that you saw was me showing you the wood rounds, the paint, and all that. Now the second part is to do the ribbon. I have these two. I'm quickly going to do one off camera, and then I will come back step by step to show you, because it's going to be the same process. These ones just have the bow and the flowers or the leaves on the side, so it's nothing for me to keep showing you. So I'm gonna do one and then come back and show one. But let me quickly go over. The only tool that you are gonna need for the second part, which is the ribbon, is a stapler gun and a wire cutter. This wire cutter I got from Hobby Lobby, and I will link, I will try and see if Amazon has it, and then I will link it in the description. This I got from Amazon is the stapler gun. It's not your regular stapler gun, all right? If this is it, right? It says heavy duty stapler, right? It's really heavy. I'm not even gonna lie. And then the staples, just be careful. Please, when you are using this, be careful. And these are the ribbons that I have for all three. Now, what I do is I do two, right? I do two colors for per a wood sign. So I might do these two for one, these two for one, and then these two for the other one. So that is what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna save it just in case somebody else order. I will do the same thing. Yeah, so that is it. Now, let's move on to the leaves. I got all these leaves when Hobby Lobby is doing their either 50% or their 70%. All the white ones were 70% off, and then the blue ones were 50% off. So it was a good deal. If they are not having sale and you would have to buy this, look, this one is $9. $5, and I think this is $7. Nobody got time for that. So, and this was 99 cents, and it was still 50% off. So 50% off 99 cents, basically I paid nothing for it. Girl math, right? So these are the leaves that I got. Now, what I'm going to do is, this is where the wire cutter comes in. I cannot staple this part because it is really, really thick. It is really, really thick, and I don't want to glue it down. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this stems off. Over here, I am just going to cut it so I can staple it. I normally don't use glue on my wooden sign. I haven't had any problems. So, I mean, I use glue to glue my charms on there, but besides that, I don't do any glue. So if you want to use glue to glue these down before you staple it, it's okay. Matter of fact, I would do one where I'll glue these down before I staple it. It's okay. As long as your ribbon that you put on the wood does not come off, you're good. You are good. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. As long as it looks good, nothing falls off, you are doing it right. So let me quickly do one, and then I will come back and show you how I do the bow. All right, guys, so this is it. This is all three, the orders. I'm gonna ship it, I mean, not ship it, drop it off tomorrow, Friday. And this is all that I have. I hope the instructions was clear, the tutorials was clear, that you'll be able to make one of for yourself or your friends. And my advice is, before you sell this, make some for yourself, your family members, before you start selling. All right. Somebody's already crying. I need to go check who is it, who is crying, and then work. So this is it. I'm gonna shut up for you to enjoy the detail of my beautiful work. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.